Okay, so first of all, I just wanted to say that the support on the first part has been amazing, and I never thought it would get like this, so just thank you all for watching and commenting and liking. Anyways, before we start the new world, I want to address the stuff that y'all have been commenting. So it seems that the rules and the qualifications of the challenge were not super clear. And I mean, that is fair because I didn't really do a good job explaining what's a plant and what's not a plant in my rules. And instead, I just kind of made a vague explanation of what I think would fit in the challenge. So after taking into consideration your comments and slightly changing the qualifications, let me clear it up. So basically, in my eyes, what is not considered a plant is what's not a plant in real life, what doesn't have a plant in its name, what doesn't look like a plant in the game in any way, and anything that's not clearly plant related. Now this does mean that I did mislead you guys, like you pointed out in the comments, by saying that the snapdragon is a non-plant. I didn't know it was an actual plant, so now I'm not gonna use it. And also, a lot of people have been commenting and saying that mushrooms technically aren't plants. And now that is true, but I don't really know if I want to use the mushrooms. I'm currently making one exception that I'm going to talk about later, and I'm just going to leave it up to you guys. Do you guys want me to be using the mushrooms in this challenge? Do you think it's going to be viable, even though mushrooms are very plant-like in their nature? So, whatever you think I should do, go ahead and comment it, and I'll take that into consideration into the next video. So yeah, now to address that one exception that I was talking about earlier. I didn't know this until Trailbreaker3966 commented that apparently toadstools are fungi. So technically the toadstool doesn't count because it is sort of a mushroom. But I will continue to use the toadstool in the challenge because I used him in the first part and because he's just really cool. So finally, to clear up any further issues, I will now list all the non-plants that I'm allowed to use in this challenge. Spike Rock, Bada-Boom, and the toadstool. If you have any other suggestions or thoughts about this list, you can comment and I'll see if it's up for debate. So finally, let's begin. Day 1 showed us the main idea of this world, where some lanes of the map are cut off, and also introduced us to these swinging zombies that can swing to further parts of the lane, but also have a chance of falling off. And in other news, finally, after a bit of messing around with the game files, I was finally able to remove the trophy buffs that I had on my cracked save. But anyways, this level was super easy, so let's just move on. Day 2 introduced us to these flying bird zombies. They weren't too much of a problem, because my toads just chomped them like they were those guys from the Snickers commercial that are always crazy hungry.
You're so weak when you're hungry. Here, you need a Snickers. Better?
Day 3 was just another boring day where my toads just devoured everyone on screen. Day 4 was the first day in the world to have 2 waves. But still, it was extremely easy, and honestly, I was just waiting for the later days of this world so I could have more of a challenge. And boy oh boy, did I not expect what was coming. Day 5 was the first day in the world that I lost the mower, mainly because the toads just take forever to chew, and if there are a bunch of zombies in a lane, it could cause some overwhelming, but still, nothing too serious. Day 6 was like day 5. 2 waves, same map orientation, and I lost one more. Sadly, it wasn't in the same lane as last time, but that would have been funny if it was. Day 7 introduced us to the barrel zombies. These guys push a barrel that's carrying imp zombies that explode when the barrel breaks, but my toes just chomp them like the usual. Day 8 was a massive attack level, which is just another conveyor belt level, so the power of Zeus just demolished everyone. Day 9 was just ridiculously easy. I mean, these guys all thought they were gonna do something swing all together, but they just looked like a bunch of 4-year-olds swinging on the monkey bars. Day 10 was the first day with 3 waves, and the first day to introduce the imp cannon. They just shot some imps every once in a while that had a chance to not even make it to the lane. But the main problem with them is that after a while, they just explode into a million imps that were able to take over all of my toads in some lanes, so I did have to use some mowers. Day 11 was the first day that I lost, and it's because the damn toads take forever to chew. Like, bro, this guy's eating you, and you just keep chewing like nothing? Anyways, on my second try, I decided to give my toads a hair makeover in hopes of making them chew faster, and luckily, that was all I needed to win. Day 12 was the coconut minigame, which is always super fun. I got a score of 21,700, and I think that's pretty good. And also, after beating this level, you get the trophy that gives you an extra 25% when shoveling up a plant, and that really helped me later on. Day 13 was a produced sun level, and honestly, this level was just perfect for me. The toadstool absolutely carried, and in the end, I was afraid I wasn't gonna make it to the sun goal before he ate all the zombies, so I just started digging them up. But I just got it 5 seconds later. Day 14 was a plan your defense level, and I didn't unlock a new plant yet. So just like before, I couldn't use the toadstool because it's the sun producer, so I'm just gonna have to come back to this level another time. Day 15 was a level where I couldn't let the zombies get to the flowers. And also, it came with a pre-planted 3-peater, so that made my life easier, which is always better. But even with all that, I still failed it on my first try, my second try, my third trial, my fourth try, and on my fifth try, I magically unlocked the Spike Rock. But even then, I still lost, but I got on my 6th try. Anyways, day 16 was a survive and protect the endangered plants level, but this time, it was the spring beans to show off their main spring mechanic. This guy frickin' springs one zombie and then goes to sleep. But anyways, the main gimmick of this level was to show off their plant food effect, so it was super easy. Day 17 has this challenge where you need to defeat 20 zombies in 30 seconds, which these kinds of levels are by far the worst in all of PvZ's challenges. I was able to complete the challenge, but I failed the level just at the last seconds because the imp cannons are destroyed by my mowers. And I also failed it on my second try, which got me really freaking angry. So when I failed on my third try, I just called it quits for the day. But next day, I woke up and got it first try. Day 18 was a survive with the given plants level. So this time, I decided to make all the zombies fall off the plank until the last wave, where I just didn't want to deal with a bunch of imps, so I destroyed their cannons with my repeater. Day 19 was a produce sun level, and as soon as it started, I realized how difficult this level is, because the flowers are so far out that I needed to plant and shovel and replant my toads every few seconds to keep up with the zombies, and the timings had to be absolutely perfect. And because of that, I failed on my first try, from a slight misclick, and on my second try, I failed from the same reason. On my third try, I didn't even have the nerves to fail, so before failing, I just restarted the level. So I'm just gonna cut this yapping here and fast forward to my 6th try, which is where I realized this level is basically impossible without a sunflower, because you have to keep shoveling up the toads before they finish eating, so even if you did beat this level, you would never have enough sun. So on my 7th attempt, I gave it a go with the sunflower, and I got it first try. If y'all want to give this level a go, you're welcome to try and send it to my Discord server. Link in the description, even though it's kinda dead. Anyways, day 20 was a level where I needed to produce at least 1,000 sun, and you start with a pretty good amount of pre-given sun, so that makes it way better, and I basically just got it on my first try. Day 21 has 2 challenges: defeat 5 zombies in 5 seconds, and produce at least 2,500 sun. And regardless of those challenges, this level is really difficult. Like, it covers my game with imps and zombies, and my toads can barely take it. On my second try, I was 50 sun off the sun goal, but my toads didn't chew fast enough, and my mowers took the last zombie before I can generate 50 sun. I also failed it on my third try, but I got it on my 4th. Day 22 is a plan your defense level, and since I technically unlocked the Spike Rock but totally forgot about it, I was able to get it first try easily. And also, this level was really satisfying because it overloaded my screen with zombies, and they all just died with a funny popping noise. Overall, a nice break from all the annoying challenges. Just as soon as I thought I'd finished all the difficult challenges, day 23 came and hit me with a punch in the face. Once again, I needed to kill 8 zombies in 10 seconds, and couldn't let the zombies walk on the flowers. I failed on my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd try, and on my 4th try, this happened. On my 5th try, I beat the level, but I wasn't able to kill 8 zombies in 10 seconds. And once again, I failed on my 6th try, but I finally got it on my 7th. Day 24 was once again a protect the endangered plants level with the spring beans. I failed it on my 1st attempt, and on my 2nd attempt, I failed it on the last wave, because the imps and the cannons just jumped my spring beans, and they got eaten. On my 3rd try, I sadly didn't pay attention enough, but I finally got it on my 4th. And finally, day 25 is the Zomboss level, so once again, I defeated him with the great power of Zeus, conquering the great pirate seas. So yeah, this world turned out to be way more challenging than I thought it was gonna be, and it was really fun. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to leave a like and comment if you have anything more you want to say. I'll see you all on the next part. Peace out.